I'm wondering who the spokesman was for the monsters. Was it like a penguin, like with shades coming in being like, listen here, bub. You give us this part of the port, and we will not harm the high-class citizens.
I love it.
Alright, the journey continues with I am Setsuna now. Alright, back to Flonea Citadel.
I mean, that's kind of what it looks like outside right now.
Yeah. Funny how this playthrough, I'm just like, well, we started and winter's almost over. And it's just like, not yet!
Not yet!
We have just a little bit more snow for you to be suitable. Yeah, a couple feet. Again, this looks like I am Setsuna if you look out the window.
Yeah.
Actually...
It's bright.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, I like night driving when it's snowing because you can actually see. And people's headlights aren't nearly as blinding.
Yeah. That's the worst.
I agree. Because, like, lately, when I get off around, like, 5 o'clock, I'll wait until the sun goes down.
Because it gives you a migraine. Mm-hmm. Like, I get home and I'm nauseous. Like, It's awful.
All right. So there we go. We got Akash convinced to help us out. So now Avalo is just like, hey, you got a message from my father? That ain't good. So now his true colors shall be revealed.
Plan? Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know shit's about to go down when that very intense piano.
I love the music. He's just interrogating everyone.
Well, Kerr is actually very important.
Rare bloods. Wahahaha.
It's the bad guy.
Kerr's just like, no!
I like how it's supposed to look like they're dragging them away, but like the models are still moving. So
yeah.
You can tell like he doesn't have his grip on Setsuna. She's just moving along with him.
Well, Setsuna, I feel like, would just go freely.
Mm-hmm.
She would just be like, okay.
All right, Eterna, you're back in the fray.
She's like, it's about time, bitch.
Sorry, I like using Setsuna. All right, let's see. Watch this. Blow beat.
Woo.
Good night, everybody. And then there was one.
Such a good book.
And then there was one.
And then there were none.
Oh, okay.
By Agatha Christie.
Oh, cool. And IDR leveled up.
That happened fast.
Gotta love Blowbeat. It consumes a lot of MP.
Yeah.
So I usually like using it at the start if there's a lot of enemies and everyone has full MP. I'll just use that right off the bat. And that'll like mow down some numbers. But I don't want to use it when I'm playing conservatively.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, sure, I'll use this and it'll do a lot of damage. But the next round I have no NP and they're going to hit me hard.
Yeah. And I do have to apologize.
And there's quite a few waves of enemies, so.
To our viewers, it was like 70 degrees yesterday, and now we have like a foot of snow outside.
Yeah.
So my sinuses are
all
over the place. So if you hear me sniffling
sinuses.
Yeah, sniffling and stuff like that, that's why. Just a drastic weather change.
I'm down with the weather.
Yeah.
Down with the sickness.
Wow. I was gonna say I can't do it.
You can't do that?
No.
Wow. Gotta train your throat, little missy.
I know. I love that song.
Alright. Luckily these guys don't do that much damage. And they only have like, I think one attack.
They look so sad. They look like Jason Momoa's bodyguards.
Because they're so small in comparison.
Yeah.
We need to take down a bunch of mini bosses to face the boss. Let's see here. But see, I only got one soldier left, so I'm not going to use that much MP. I'm just going to do regular attack.
It's not worth it.
It just makes the battle go longer. But some juicy
Yay!
XP.
He leveled up. Wesker's like, I want to be a part of this playthrough.
Wesker wants to be a part of every playthrough.
He is.
Whereas Luna wants to be a part of every recording.
Are you in the booth?
Let them know you have a cat.
We were recording the other day, and we were just doing a bunch of tests trying to figure out the microphone and everything. We wasted too much time, and she found me.
Yeah.
In the booth.
Well, because I did the super clean to my computer, so now I had to resync all the microphones.
Yeah.
And we were doing that particular microphone, which is an AKG 2020. It's an XLR microphone, not a USB microphone.
Right.
We use USB microphones for commentary because they're easy to move around and just set up, plug in, and you're going. But the XLR, I wanted to get specific settings, and we wasted too much time, and Luna said,
found me.
Here I come.
So I put her in a different room, and I closed the door, and she escaped. She opened the door, so we had to actually lock her in a room. And she was not happy.
No, she was not having any of that.
She was like bulldozing the door trying to get out. And then I opened the door and she's like, well, now I don't want to leave.
Of course. Of course. Watch this. So, like, we're going to fall this last guy. And then the captain's just going to be like, oh.
He just runs away.
All right, Eterna leveled up too. So everyone leveled up.
I love that they just change their positions.
Yeah, I think it changes from like the overworld position to my battle formation.
Yeah.
So like in the menu, you can like change the formation, what characters you want to use.
Right.
And then once you go into battle, it swaps them out. It's actually something very difficult I'm trying to figure out how to do smoothly in RPG Maker.
Okay.
Is like, sure, there's the story and all the characters, but once you go into battle, you got to change that layout to like who's in battle.
Yeah.
So like sometimes people will put like Trixie in the front and stuff like that, but during a cutscene, it'll automatically revert back to Zack in the front.
Right.
And like that was something that I'm trying to figure out how to fix in future RPGs, where it's just like, hey, if you want so-and-so character to be in the front, they stay in the front. No matter if the cutscene changes or not, when you go back into battle, you don't have to re-change the formation.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm trying to figure out. Anybody got any tips, you let me know.
I've got nothing.
All right. Nobody seems to be here yet.
Eterna's like, are you serious? We're on a deadline.
Maybe they're in the hall. Nope, but there's a bunch of penguins.
All the pengies?
Yep, all the pengies. How the hell did you get in here?
They're like, well, someone left the door open.
Yeah.
Wesker.
Oh, cool. So these guys are no threat whatsoever because they do 0 damage.
Oh. Okay.
Easy EXP. See, in Paper Mario, this would just be like you touch them on the overworld and they all just disappear then.
Yeah.
No need to actually go into a battle if they do 0 damage. In Paper Mario, you just pop confetti.
Yeah.
But that's if you get the initial strike, because if you just walk into them, it still counts as a battle.
Okay.
I found that out because I was like, oh, this is nice. And then I just walked in, I'm like, oh, no, I have to put in a little bit of effort here. I can't just walk into them. That is Earthbound. If they are weaker enemies, it'll go, you win.
Okay.
You don't
so
have to
if
press
if they don't stand a chance.
Yeah. So like even if they swarm you and you're stronger, the screen will flash green and it'll be like automatic victory.
Okay.
Which is interesting that a game from 1997 was able to do it right. And we still have RPGs that like remove that feature.
Yeah. I find that with a lot of like older games. They do things that just work really well, and then newer games are like, nah.
I think it's just like, let's try and reinvent the wheel.
Yeah. You don't need to. It's still spinning fine.
This is a cool boss. This is the Wolf Baron. He's pretty tough, I'm not going to lie.
Ah.
Especially because this is one of those bosses where you don't
back.
have your healer.
Yeah.
You don't have Setsuna, so be careful.
Ooh. He's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, and he also has momentum locks. So now I can't do like those special momentum skills. I can still cast spells, but you do bonus damage when you hit buttons at certain timings.
Yeah.
And that's called your momentum.
Okay.
But he locks that, so there's no longer those boosts. But I use Blow Beat on him to confuse and paralyze, so hopefully that'll keep him immobile for a little bit as I lay on some of the damage. So what I like to do is use Provoke to have all those attacks go to NIDR.
Yeah.
Because NIDR is my tank.
Yeah.
He has the
can
good
take
defense,
more.
and he has the good attack. He's just not very good at, like, healing or special spells. Damn, you got
Excuse
bad.
me. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
We literally just did a recording, and everything was good.
It's all setting in.
It's all setting in. Well, it's all right.
I'll take some Dayquil after this.
This is the character she's playing for the Setsuna playthrough.
Yes. It's called Sick and Sad. Double S in the morning.
Alright, so we're going to boost everyone's defense because Eterna actually has pretty poor defense. Endir's defense is kind of even,
Okay.
but Eterna, they can rip through her in a matter of seconds. But luckily, I have a healing spell as well. It just takes a lot of MP.
I was going to say, I thought Endir, like, that was one of his first things that he gets as a healing spell.
Yeah, based on the Sprite Knights you get, you can do additional skills, and there's a particular Sprite Knight early on that gives you the Aura spell. And I highly recommend keeping it throughout the game, because it's a good healing, and it also means that you don't always have to rely on Setsuna. I like using Setsuna sometimes, but sometimes it's best to use other characters that are better suited for that boss. Holy shit!
Sorry, I'm going through a fit. I do have input there, though, because what's nice is, like, Setsuna is the healer for battle, so, like,
Yes.
I feel like it'd be silly to use Endir during a battle when he hits hard. So why use him as the healer, whereas Setsuna doesn't really hit all that hard.
Right. And there's Golden Fang. So there we go. Another momentum lock. He also has another attack called like Golden Wind that hits everyone. I don't much care for that one. Oh, there goes Ender. Alright, let's see here. Athenian Water. If we do Condense, we can increase the effectiveness of an item. So usually if you use an Athenian Water, it'll revive Endir, and he'll get about 50 HP.
Oh,
but if you
okay.
use Condense and then use an Athenian Water, it can do like 100 and up HP.
Well, you
Which
just did
is
a
good
momentum
because...
kill.
Yeah. It's nice because when you're revived, that next attack isn't going to one-shot you.
Yeah.
Because you get a little more health. Prickly strawberry.
Ooh.
I got me a prickly strawberry, I did. I bet that'd be good for like a sundae or sorbet.
We have strawberries.
I was just thinking like a recipe in this game.
Yeah.
There might be like a sorbet recipe. Alright, so we found Cure. No sign of Setsuna.
They regularly set number of humans. Okay, so they're finding out now that the monsters can be controlled.
Yeah. Well, Avalo actually made a deal with the monsters. So there was like a contract and a town meeting and everything. I'm wondering who the spokesman was for the monsters. Was it like a penguin like with shades coming in being
Yes.
like, listen here, bub. You give us this part of the port and we will not harm the high-class citizens.
I love it.
All right. So let's heal everyone up because we actually have another boss battle coming up.
Ooh.
Yeah, a twofer.
2 for 1.
Mm-hmm. Go on, get it out. See, I'm acting a little conservative with these soups, and I don't know if I should or not. I think I should just use them and Make some more.
Yeah, make more soup.
Make more soup.
Ooh, soup.
Yeah, I think you could use some soup.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was fine 20 minutes ago, and now it's like my face blew up.
Hmm. We'll make you some soup after this recording.
Soup. Soup!
Alright, so let's see here.
Soup or a hot tea?
How about both? There we go, there's everybody.
Ah, you are faster than I imagined.
So fast, we took care of your guard dog.
Eh.
What took you so long? Alright. So this is Avalo explaining his reasons. So to him, he doesn't like that all of his people are relying on one person to fulfill a pilgrimage.
Okay.
Because, like, if it works, there's the promise that the monsters will go away.
Yeah.
Even though this has been done before and no, they haven't. If it doesn't work, then it's just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
So his solution is actually negotiate and be like, what do you want? And let's meet in the middle.
Okay.
He's like, he'd rather save his people than just like, well, fuck everyone.
Which isn't necessarily a bad leader.
No, but he only cares about his people.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about neighboring.
Everyone.
Exactly. So.
My people shall be saved.
Yep. He actually reminds me of a character I wrote in Fantasy Forever Revisions. Spoilers, it's the king.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for my own game.
Well, I feel like that's a tough decision. Like, because as, like, a king or a ruler, it is your job to protect your people.
Yes.
So, like...
But, like, your actions will inevitably fuck over others.
Yeah.
And you gotta live with that.
Dun, dun, dun. I control a Sprite Night device.
Haphazardly. Uh-oh. So this thing's gonna go out of control.
It's gonna explode.
Alright, so now we gotta find a way to deactivate it. Yep. This whole ship's gonna go boom.
That just made me think of Boomhauer.
Oh, I was thinking of Vinny from Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Hey, look, I made a bridge. It took me what, like 10 seconds? 11 tops.
I was thinking of Boomhauer for the episode where there's a propane explosion. He's the one that calls 911.
Mm-hmm. So this character still confuses me because the first time I found this, I thought the Reaper was the person that Avalo was making negotiations with. But he's just like, who the hell are you? And Reaper's like, hey, sacrifice is mine. Be gone. See?
Yeah. What?
So it makes me think, did he literally have a meeting with one of the Pengies?
I could see it, and I love it. I could see the little Pengy just, like, with its flippers, just, like, rubbing its little flippers together, like, yes, this sounds good.
But also, like, I'm confused. If the Reaper doesn't represent the monsters, what's he doing?
He represents the Lollipop Guild.
Oh, okay. The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. Alright, so now we gotta fight the Reaper while also destroying that device.
Is it just me, or does the Reaper have a Karen hairstyle?
I could see him being a bit of a Karen.
He wants to talk to your manager.
Is mine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if a Karen just whipped out a scythe? I need to speak with your manager.
Oh my god, I'd be like, yeah, let me get the manager for you.
I'll be like, right this way. Alright, so what I like doing is group attacks. But also, like, an IDR is provoke. If I could get the Reaper focused on an IDR while Endir and Setsuna attack the device. Because all you have to do is destroy the device and the battle ends. You don't have to beat both of them.
Okay.
But the Reaper is the more threatening of the two. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Like, the device has a ticking time bomb where I'm pretty sure if you take too long, it'll explode and everyone just dies. But the Reaper is the one doing, like, the consistent damage to your party. And Eterna's always like, hey, the machine! Focus on the machine!
Yeah.
And IDR is like, well, we're getting sliced up here. We gotta focus on him, too!
Eterna's just like, Jesus Christ!
In, the Tales of games, characters will actually have a discussion and argue during battle.
I love it.
They'll be like, I thought I told you there was only one. Well, this one blindsided me, okay? Well, shut up and keep fighting. Well, don't let the healer run away. Which had some personality to combat instead of just being like,
Yeah.
So, like, that's a pretty neat feature.
That is cool. I was going to say, you have a couple of the Tales of games.
I do, yeah. They have a multiplayer feature, so I don't know if they'd be better to watch as a gaming playthrough or to stream.
I feel like we'd have to play
Okay.
to see.
Okay. So maybe like a first impressions. I'll hand you the controller. I'll be the other character.
Yeah.
Would you want to be my healer, or would you want to be someone that's like kind of like a balance?
Ooh.
Because like if you were my healer, I'm just like, I didn't see one goddamn heal spell cast during that battle. Not one.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a lot of
What one will
pressure.
get me into less trouble?
Whereas like if your job is just hit things, I think maybe that would be better.
Probably.
Instead of, all right, you're responsible for healing. I'm just like,
Yikes.
uh-oh.
As I like sniffle into the mic, like, healing, yeah, I can do that. Like,
I'm just like, okay, I'm low on health. Cast a spell. You're just like sneezing 6 times in a row off mic. I'm just like, oh, I'm boned. All right, there we go.
I have a very delicate sinus system.
We took it down.
The Reaper. Huh?
Question mark? Uh-oh. Hey, that wasn't so bad.
I love that NIDR is just like, somehow.
Avalo's father took the blow.
I was trying to get behind you.
I'm going off to visit Klonoa's grandfather to help him obtain his alimony check.
I love it. Like, why did you dive in front of me? I was trying to go behind you. Like,
You didn't move fast enough in time. And these are the good citizens that were part of the trade.
I don't know. They kind of walked on there pretty creepily.
Oh boy, fresh body.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we eat it? Uh-oh, Setsuna got hit.
It isn't life-threatening.
What do we do? She protected Kier, so now Kier is gonna do his part to repay Setsuna's sacrifice. At least I think that's where this is going. Yep. Okay, that's where this is going. Let's head to my village.
It's been a while. I, like, honestly can't remember a lot.
It's been a whole winter.
Yeah, it has.
We played it for the first
We
time
bought it
last
year,
winter.
Yeah.
And I beat it around, like, May, I want to say.
Yeah.
And now we're starting this playthrough this winter. This winter.
I'm Setsuna.
But, like, it's interesting because we touched on this. Like, we will plan a playthrough in advance.
Yeah.
But until that first episode's released, we could switch it at any time.
Yeah.
Because we've been like, okay, I recorded the first couple episodes. Oh, this would actually be more suitable. I'll record these episodes and release it right now.
Yeah.
Like that happened with Trials of Mana. That also happened with Alice.
Yeah. Alice, I know. I didn't think Trials of Mana.
Well, Trials of Mana was supposed to be earlier, but we were so caught up with Origami King and all that stuff that Trials of Mana kept getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Because then it was Partners in Time and all those other games that we push Trials of Mana back.
Well, it's also, too, like, it's nice to put a little bit of time between, like, playing... Sorry, now I have the hiccups on top.
Oh my god.
I'm falling apart, guys.
Yes, you are.
Light a candle for me. But, like, because you'd played Trials of Mana, and then I immediately after you played Trials of Mana,
right,
and then immediately after I was done, we started recording.
Yep.
So it's nice to put a little bit of time between, like, when we play it to when we record it for Gaming Cats and Dogs.
I can
so
agree
that way,
with
like, some of the surprise is back.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, even with the Reaper, I feel like we learn about the Reaper and why he is the way he is, but I don't remember.
I don't either. I remember certain beats of this game.
Yeah.
London, we're going off to find Kier's little village. Yeah, sure. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because.
Basically.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Hey, is that a body hanging there? Not important.
It'll be fine.
Like, that's speculated still to this day that it was apparently a prank, but people thought, like, one of the Munchkins actually hung themselves. So it's like one of those Easter eggs. Like,
yeah.
Did you know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe when he kicked the helmet?
Oh my god. That was my favorite.
Alright, so there's a secret pass somewhere in these woods.
The other one is in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay.
When the sheriff falls through the ceiling to the witch.
Oh, yeah?
His stunt double, like, broke a bunch of ribs, and
Ew.
he got really, really injured.
Shit.
Falling through the roof, yeah.
Ouch. No, I don't remember that fun little factor. I know that Gene Wilder was not the original Waco Kid. It was another actor, but he drank so much that he threw up on set.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to go to the hospital for alcohol poisoning. And Mel was just like, Gene, you gotta help me. And Gene's like, all right.
Yeah. Well, it was also like, the people didn't know that he was gonna fall in Willy Wonka, like when he tumbles.
Oh, in Willy Wonka, yeah.
They also didn't know about the tunnel scene.
Nope.
So they were genuinely afraid.
The author hated the tunnel scene. Actually, he hated the movie, but like the tunnel scene is just like, what is this?
Yeah. Like, I remember the author didn't like the original Willy Wonka, but the newer one is closer to the book.
Yep. I've heard that too. It doesn't make me like it anymore.
There is a charm with the original one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, most of it is Gene Wilder. Like, there's no one with that same amount of charisma. Like, Johnny Depp tries.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Willy Wonka wasn't charismatic.
Right.
He was a lonely child.
In a man's body.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was very much like how Johnny Depp's was, just kind of like...
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then.
Maybe I'll look and see if we have the book.
You want to do a Beyond the Book of Willy Wonka?
It could be fun.
Or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, as the official title's called.
Because it could be fun to do, like, all three. To see, like...
Yeah,
the
could
book
be.
versus each movie.
Yeah. And be like, all right, I know a lot of people love this movie. I love it too, but it's not that accurate to the book.
Yeah. Well,
Tim Burton's unfortunately is.
Well, it was the same thing with Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
So people that haven't read the book tend to really like Howl's Moving Castle, whereas anyone that read the book is like, wow, this movie's trash.
Well, while I was editing your Beyond the Book, I was just like, oh, there's like a trilogy of this shit.
Yeah.
The story's not done, whereas in the movie, it's very much like, and they
Yeah.
all lived happily ever
Yeah.
after. Oh, here we go.
There ain't no path here.
It's a secret path. You pull on the secret string to uncover the secret path.
It's a secret box. You pull the secret string in the secret box, and it reveals a secret.
And it's SpongeBob at the Christmas party!
Ancient indigo box. Okay, cool. Oh.
Ooh.
All right, you. This is the third time we've seen you. What's going down? Ignore him.
Exactly. I'm with Endir.
You leave my ghost friend alone.
They're like, yeah, sure, he's creepy, but like, meh.
Yeah, Kira likes to like troll an IDR a lot. We're like, what's your business, old man? What's it to you?
Yeah.
You're old. What do you know?
He's just the annoying little kid. Meanwhile, Setsuna's like, I'm so I'm dying.
Setsuna's like, oh, don't mind me. Just dying on the inside.
She's like coughing up blood. And it'll be fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure she apologizes because it's just... Yeah, watch this. I'm fine. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Oh, was that my liver that just dropped back there? Stumble John. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you guys. Sorry to be...
Yeah, pretty much.
She's holding her intestines
Like,
in her
it's fine.
arms.
Just keep going.
She's like, don't worry about me. Don't be so concerned. I'm sorry to keep you guys down. She starts losing coloration. I don't mean to be a bother. And this is where Aeterna's like, hey, you've changed.
Yeah.
You've changed, Endir. They may not know, but I know.
She's accepting him.
I know they know. Exactly. Accepted into the tribe. All right. Next part, more adventure. Let's save Setsuna.
Toodles.